Hey everyone, so this is my very first video of 2020 and I wanted to wish you all a very happy new year. I hope that 2020 finds you all very safe, very happy, full from the Christmas holidays and Christmas food. I hope you guys haven't overindulged too much, but yes, to all my Australian friends out there, please, I hope that you are safe. We have had a very rough holiday season with the fires in Australia, not only limited to New South Wales, but now we're seeing them in Adelaide and Melbourne. So if you are watching from Australia, I hope that you are safe and your friends and loved ones are safe also. So today's video is actually a request from a few friends of mine over on Instagram. So if you do not already follow me, my Instagram handle is below. It is KineMaster. And I have been asked to demonstrate or to review my favorite human hair care products. So I took the opportunity this Christmas season to color this Jon Renau Carrie wig in pink. So I had a L'Oreal Colorista on hand. I had purchased it a really long time ago. I wanted to dye a wig pink. I didn't know which one I was going to do. And my beautiful friend over on Instagram put up a lovely photo of her pink hair, and I did get some FOMO and some hair envy. I did some home crafts, if you will, and dyed this pink. So I'll do a really quick 360. So this is Carrie from Jon Renau. I've had Carrie trimmed. I've had Carrie for about 2 years now. So yeah, she looks really different, and I just demonstrated the products that I'm going to talk to you about in this video on this wig. So I'll actually have a live demo going up in the corner as I go through each of the products. So first 360. Okay, so as you can see, the color is not exactly consistent. This is a 12 FS8. I have lightened this color, so I've used purple shampoo in it a few times. So there were a few blonder bits. I think in the back it's really pink. That's probably on the really blonde highlights that were in the wig. So it's inconsistent, but once it's curled, and I think I really like how this looks curled, I would not keep it straight. Down the bottom is a little bit more rose gold, and that's where the 12 FS8 is generally darker, and where the blonde highlights were on top, they're actually this very cool bubblegum pink shade. This one will wash out in probably 3 washes or something. So luckily we don't wash our hair that often, so I think I can probably get a couple months out of this shade before I have to tone it pink or a new color again. So let me take you through the products that I use for my human hair care. And as I mentioned, I will have the video up on screen of the live demo of me fixing this hair. So yes, let me kick off because it's going to be a little bit of a long one. So go grab your coffee, go grab a snack, and I will be right back. So before we actually talk about hair, I think it's really important to start off with what I use to put my wig on and how I style my hair. So I have a canvas blockhead that I have purchased. My head size is actually a 20 to 21 inches. As you will see, it says 20 here. I get a size smaller because the canvas blockhead has this bump on the back. I don't have a very intense bump on the back of my head. I actually have quite of a flat head, so the 20 actually fits me perfectly. If I got a 21, it would actually stretch my wig cap. So when you're measuring your head, please take into account the size of the structure of your head and either go up or down. It's best to speak to someone about that. So it has a little hole on the bottom as well. So I actually don't have a proper wig stand on a tripod, but I do have this very cool wig stand that I purchased from Milano when I purchased my pony wig. So this actually has a suction cup on the bottom, and it sticks to any surface. This is really versatile for me because I can take it on holidays with me and throw it in my suitcase if I'm going overseas, or I can put it in my kitchen if it's too hot and I've got aircon inside the kitchen, or I just keep it here on my bathtop whenever I want to style a wig. It's easy to put away. I put it back on my wig shelf and store a wig on this actually. So yeah, it's easy to store away, and I've had this for over a year now and I've really enjoyed using this. So you might have a wig stand on a tripod, and that's perfectly fine. I just didn't have the space when I purchased my first wig stand. So yeah, this works really, really well for me. So before we get into the demo, I wanted to show you guys how to place a wig on the wig stand, because a lot of people have asked me, okay, so how do I put it on? And I've actually seen a few people put their wig on incorrectly on the wig head. So the curvy bit is always the back of your head. Always, always. The 3 lines in the front actually mimic your nose is the middle one. And these ones are your eyes. And to the left and to the right are your ears. So whenever you line up your wig on a wig stand, make sure that the center of your wig is aligned to this center line, and that your ear tabs are on the left and right, but are aligned that way. That's the correct position for a wig on a wig head. So make sure that you follow these lines. Again, the middle one is the center of the wig or your nose, so that mimics the center of your face. These 2 mimic the sides of your eyes or your eyeballs, essentially, or your eye sockets. And then to the left and to the right are your ears and where the ear tabs should go. So that's a general rule of thumb. If you have a wig head or a block head like this with the 3 lines and the bump on the back. So I hope that was useful, and I will jump into the accessories that I use to place the wig on the wig stand. So in order to secure the wig on the block head, my favorite things to use are T-pins. They can be found at any beauty supply store, on Amazon, on eBay, wherever you want. I purchased mine in a bag of 100. I'm never going to use 100, but I have them in my drawer just in case I ever decide to get another canvas blockhead at some point if I want to style multiple wigs. But yes, these are really important. Just a tip, do not pierce the lace of your wig or the monofilament top with a pin, a T-pin or anything else. You will ruin the lace, you'll rip it. Always, always, always go through the ear tabs, which are actually quite thick and you don't have any lace on them. So what I will do, and I'll put the demo up there, is stick this there, stick another one on this side, and on the nape, so on the extended nape, or the fabric where you have the thicker nape piece on the back, stick it down the bottom so you can stretch the cap. So they're the 3 pins that I like to use on a wig cap. So if you're more experienced and you styled wigs before on a canvas blockhead, you can absolutely put a pin where the monofilament meets the rest of the wig cap. So there is a thicker stitching, you can put it there, but I would recommend for beginners just to put them through the ear tabs on the sides of the wig cap and at the extended nape on the thicker portion. So to start off the demo portion, I will actually go through step by step the products that I use and how I use them as you see the demo, and I'll put any subtitles on the bottom if I do miss something during editing, but I hope it is explanatory enough as you see it in the top hand corner. So in regards to the products that I do use, I don't actually use any wig brand products. I use all of my hair care products that I used either previously or that I have Googled along the way after my very first wig purchase. I have yet to be persuaded that the wig brand products are better than normal hair products. So my advice to you is, if you want to go spend the money and buy wig care products, please do. I just did not feel it was necessary to go and purchase those products when I had purchased from my own buyer hair at home, or you know, I could go to a salon and get better grade products, in my opinion, to use on my wigs. As you will see, I start off with foam or mousse. So the foam that I use is called Keratin Curl. It's from Brazilian Tech. I was lucky enough to actually find this at TK Maxx. My local TK Maxx has pretty much everything, or TJ Maxx if you will. So what this does, this is actually a texture control mousse. So when I first washed this wig, it was quite flat. So I added the mousse to the roots in the front and around the sides to give it more texture. As you will see, I then went in with my blow dryer. So I actually have the Parlux blow dryer. I had this before I lost my hair. It is a fantastic blow dryer, and I definitely recommend, if you do have human hair, to make an investment and go and purchase a very good blow dryer. It makes the world of difference. It has a cool shot, it has a hot shot, it has a medium shot, it has different speeds. So yes, this is a very good blow dryer, and I would recommend purchasing something of this caliber with ionic and ceramic technology, so that it keeps the texture of your human hair consistent for many years. I mean, I have had this throughout all my human hair wigs, and I have loved it, and I will buy another once it dies. So together with the blow dryer, as you can see in the demo, I'm actually using a brush to brush out and create more volume in the hair. The one that I'm using is actually something that I purchased for my Christmas series, and it's from Eco Tools. It's actually a hybrid brush. So it's a paddle brush, but it's also curved. So I find this really useful to blow dry the roots. So I go in the opposite direction and blow dry in the opposite direction to get the volume that I want in the roots together with the foam. So the foam gives it that extra texture and body in the roots of the wig. So again, I'm not using a high heat, I'm using a medium heat because I don't want to ruin the lace or the knotting on this wig, because it is a laced front and laced top wig. So once I've done that, I brush out my wig. And the first brush that I ever purchased for my wigs is the wet brush. So this is the classic wet brush that is everywhere. It's how many decades old in terms of brand. I wasn't sure what brush to purchase with my first Ellen Villa wig, but I did quite a bit of research, and I found that the good old wet brush is the perfect brush to brush your wigs. It brushes out knots and tangles really quickly. This is a short hair wig, so you know it's not going to knot up and tangle as much as my longer wigs do. But yeah, this is a great brush, and this is the brush that I use for all my wigs. So next up, and before I actually start curling the wig, I will use some thermal protector. So I use thermal protector from the brand called Muck or Hot Muck, and it is a spray. It controls static, it controls frizz, and essentially on this wig, because I've had this for such a long time, it's chemically treated. I've put so many purple shampoos, I've blow dried it so many times, the edges are very frizzy, as you will see in the demo video. And yeah, I just find that this is really a really great product. It is extremely sticky. So wherever you spray it, on my countertops, for example, it was really sticky afterwards, and my hands were very sticky, but I find it's a really great product, and it does actually have some hold in it as well. So as I go through each layer of the wig, as you'll see in the demo, I'll spray this onto the dry hair, so that it does protect the hairs themselves. Something that I might have forgotten to mention is I section off my hair when I want to curl it, or when I want to blow dry it, or when I want to straighten it, and I use these little clips. But I find these are really useful. I bought a packet of 6 from my local beauty supply store, and I had one in the car, I have one in the bag for the days that I'm wearing long wigs as well. But yeah, I think these are really great to buy if you want to section off wigs. These ones are good, so you might have these at home. I used to wear these a lot with my bio hair. I still have them. They're great, but what I find is they're quite harsh on wigs, so I actually prefer these. But this definitely has the hold, and your hair is not going to go anywhere with this baby. So once I've actually done all the prep for the hair and for the curling and applied the thermal protector, it's actually time to curl the wig, and my product of choice is a curling wand. This is actually from the brand called Silver Bullet. So Silver Bullet is an Australian brand. I first heard about it from Freedom Couture. So the owner of Freedom Couture was doing some demos at some point, curling her wigs, and she was using this, and I pretty much the next day went and purchased this one. I'm not too sure how big the barrel is. I'll put that up on screen. I don't have the box on hand at the moment, but the reason why I like this and why I like any hair straighteners or hair curlers or what have you is because it has temperature control. So it's not like a GHD where you only have one temperature setting. This one has multiple temperature settings depending on the hair that you want to curl and the condition of your hair, and you know, whether the hair is fine, whether it's virgin and what have you. When I use this on my Ellen Villa brunette wig, I'll use probably around 200 degrees Celsius, sometimes 210, so the curl can stay for maybe a good month. On this one I used 185 because it is quite damaged, and yeah, I didn't want to damage it more, especially after treating it with a pink color. So yes, this is the silver bullet that I use. This is the curling one. I absolutely love it. I would highly recommend this. If you can get your hand on it, definitely give this a try. It's very inexpensive. I think I purchased this for about 70 Australian dollars. And I have had this since I lost my hair. So maybe 2.5 years now. So yeah, definitely recommend this. So as you can see from this wig, the curls that I create are not ringlets, but rather they're a loose beachy curl. The way that I wrap my hair is I wrap my hair backwards from the sides of my face. So essentially I will get the curling wand and curl like this. I won't wrap the little tail, but rather I will leave that out just to give it a bit more of a straighter appearance. So yeah, it's just a matter of preference how you want to curl your wig. If you want to see a full review of how I curl a wig rather than just the demo that's in the top corner, then please let me know down in the comments, and I can definitely try and fit in a hairstyling video just on how I curl my wigs. So after I curl each section or each layer, I will go in with some hairspray. You don't have to do this, you can do this at the very end, but I find that the curl remains for a little bit longer if I add in some hairspray. So the hairspray that I have is from Tigi or T-I-G-I. It's called S Factor. It's for volume and it is medium hold. So again, I was lucky enough to find this at my local TK Maxx, and I purchased this for 10 bucks from $29. So yeah, really great. I've used TIGI products previously, and that's why I purchased this one, because they have always been really good products to use. So as you can see, I spray in between, but you can do a full spray at the very end. That's up to you, and again, it's a matter of preference. So the last product that I did want to mention is a finishing oil or a shine oil. You can use Moroccan oil, you can use argan oil, you can use whatever you like. The one that I have is actually a hair care brand, and it's from the brand called Kevin Murphy, and it's called Young Again. This oil is not greasy. I put it in the palms of my hands. I find it's more silicone-y rather than greasy. So Moroccan oil is a little bit greasy for me, or the argan oil I find a little bit too greasy and it makes my hair a little greasy. This is really good because it's more like a silicone texture and it's not oily on the hair and on the hands afterwards as well. So yeah, I really enjoy this product, and if you can find it, I think it's an American brand and I had it imported. It's a really great product to try and use as a finishing oil. So honorary mention to another brand and another finishing oil that I do use and is actually finished, and I need to purchase a second, but I want to finish the Kevin Murphy one first. So this is from a brand called Behave, and this is the Riot Control Oil. I have had this, gosh, this is my third bottle. I had this when I had bio hair. It was recommended to me from a salon here in Australia. The reason why this has honorary mention is because it smells like cupcakes and vanilla cake and icing. Just from the scent alone, I've loved this. I love this, and I keep purchasing it because I love the way it smells on the hair. It doesn't smell like, you know, chemically hair care products. This smells like cupcakes. So if you can find Behave Riot Control, and I'll put the name and the link down below to the actual website, then I would recommend this one as well as Kevin Murphy. I mean, they're great products, both of them, but this one just smells really, really nice. So honorary mention to Riot Control from Behave. As you can see from the hair demo that's almost finished in the corner, I do use quite a few products. I prefer the products that are recommended by normal salons and normal hairdressers. I haven't been persuaded to try any other brand out there. I have these products on hand. I'll continue to purchase them until I am persuaded otherwise. But proof for me is in the hair, and I have had my wigs for over 2 years now, so they're perfect. There is absolutely nothing wrong with my human hair wigs after using all of these products. If you would like, I can talk about my shampoo and conditioning and my treatments in a separate video. Please let me know if you're interested in seeing that video. I can definitely film that in my next hair wash day. You don't have to go out and purchase these products. You can purchase any products that you might have on hand from your bio hair days, or if you still have some bio hair, just use the same products. So I hope you guys have found this video to be informative. It's just a bit of a snapshot into how I like to style my wigs and the products that I do like to use. If you have any recommendations, or if you style your hair differently, please let me know down below. It's great to get a conversation started so that other people can see and get some tips about how they can style their human hair wigs. So I hope you guys actually like how my wig turned out. I'm actually looking forward to trying some new products that another friend has recommended to me from the UK. So I'll be ordering those very, very soon from an Australian salon in Melbourne. And once the pink fades from this, I will give those a try as well. So thanks for watching my video today, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe before you leave today and click that bell icon so that you are notified every time I post a new video, and like this video if you have enjoyed the in-depth review of the products that I use on my human hair wigs. So thanks again, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!